Hi, welcome to Party Food Hero. I'm Aaron. Today we're going to be making a fantastic dip. Do you like Philly cheesesteak sandwiches? Do you like dip? Then I have the perfect dip for you. It's a Philly cheesesteak dip. Super easy, yummy, delicious. Let's check it out. All right, you're gonna need olive oil, Worcestershire sauce, salt and pepper, onions, bell pepper, green and red, cream cheese, Velveeta cheese, chipotle powder, butter, thinly sliced ribeye or top sirloin, and some provolone cheese. You're gonna add your olive oil to a pan, set it to medium-high heat, and once it gets hot enough, you are going to add in your meat. And the most scientific way of knowing if it's hot enough is just putting your hand over it like that. All right, so what you're going to want to do now is break it all down. So you're going to kind of chop it up in that pan, and while it's cooking, it'll be easier. The longer it cooks for, the easier it's going to be to chop it all up. What I'm going to do next time when I make this dip is salt and pepper on the steak. I put salt and pepper when I cook the onions. The dip still turned out very good. But I think it would be even better if I would add salt and pepper to the meat as it's cooking. So do as I say, not as I do in this video. And you're going to be done when it looks like this. It doesn't have to be perfectly browned up. You just want to make sure the meat's cooked through and that they're in bite-sized chunks. And then what you're going to do is you're going to remove the meat, put it in a bowl, and get ready for the next exciting step of this delicious recipe. Now you're going to add in some butter. And don't clean your pan in between cooking the meat and cooking your onions. That is just tons of flavor that's going to be added into your onions. Going to add those all in there, and then you're going to add some salt. And then you're going to add some freshly ground pepper. And then some chipotle powder. And you're going to want to mix this all in together real nicely. And then you're going to cook these for 5-10 minutes. Not very long. You just want to sweat them out a little bit, stirring occasionally until they get softer and a little translucent. You want them to look like this. Softer and a little translucent. After you give them one last mixing by themselves, you're going to add in the green and red bell pepper and stir that in real nice as well. Just feels like Christmas in here, right? Christmas or Italy or Mexico, whatever you see. Whatever you see in the onions and bell peppers is what you see. You're going to want to cook all of that together on medium-low, more towards the low side of medium-low, for about another 10 minutes. You just want to take that raw edge off of the bell pepper, and then you'll be good to go. Oh, grab those, put those back in. You don't want to lose any of the onions. You don't want to. You work so hard. Or the bell pepper. You don't want to lose either of them. Thank you. Now you're going to add your medley of bell peppers and onions into the meat that you had already cooked. Making sure to give you a glimpse of what it looks like filming this. You can see that in the reflection. Look at the lights and the little tripod. I was just trying to not show how dirty I got that pan. That's why I did it that way. I'm just total transparency here. Total transparency. All right. Next, you're going to add in your room temperature cream cheese. And then you're going to add in some freshly shredded, not mozzarella, I was about to say it, freshly shredded, what cheese do we use? Provolone, that's what it was. Freshly shredded provolone cheese. And you know what shredding cheese looks like, so I won't make you watch that part. You're going to add in a little bit of that Worcestershire sauce. Wow, that's the best I've ever said that word, Worcestershire. I think that's how you say it. Now you're going to mix this all in really well. I say that a lot, mix it in really well. It's because that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to mix it in really well. You're not saying, I'm not going to say mix it in really good, because that's not proper English, right? English majors out there, you don't say mix it in really good, mix it in really well. So that's why I always say and mix it in really well. So you're going to mix it in really well. And you're going to really see it coming together. It takes a little bit of time. The cheese will start melting because the onions and bell peppers are still hot. But just keep going until it's all mixed in thoroughly. And you keep mixing and mixing and mixing until it looks like this. And you might be thinking at this point, wow, Aaron, are we eating dog food? If this is what your dog eats, then yes, and I wouldn't mind eating your dog food if this is what you feed them because it's delicious. So it might not look that great right now, but it is. Add all the ingredients to a tinfoil pan or glass pan, whatever you want to use, and then in portions, add in your Velveeta cheese. The reason I use Velveeta cheese is because I want you to have that sensation of biting into Cheese Whiz. It'd be hard to do in a dip if you just used actual Cheese Whiz. I'll be honest, I've never tried it. I tried this the first time and it turned out amazing, so now this is the way I just do it. If you don't like Cheese Whiz, you don't have to add this part, but it's really good, so try it. Now you're going to add a little more provolone cheese on top so it's all melty and bubbly on the top of it as well. And you're going to put this in the oven at 400 degrees for about 20 to 30 minutes until bubbly and delicious. Ooh, here comes my favorite part of the video. All right, now for my favorite part of the video. I get to eat the food. Now, I use a baguette for pretty much every dip, but there might not be a better dip to use a baguette for than the Philly cheesesteak dip. It goes perfect with it. Baguettes were originally developed to be used in Philly cheesesteak dips. So, history lesson. All right, here we go. You've got to make this dip. It's, what else could you want? It's got delicious meat, cheese, some onions and peppers. It's perfect. It's just a perfect flavor combination of everything. You got your Philly cheesesteak sandwich and a bite-sized baguette. Guess it could be a bite, whatever. You know what I mean. So make this. You're gonna love it. I've never seen it at a party besides that I brought it to. Every time I bring this to a party, people love it. Here's the recipe finally. People have been asking me for it. If you like what we're doing on this channel, please subscribe, like this video, hit the notification bell, tell your friends about it. Check us out on Party Food Hero on Instagram and partyfoodhero.com on the internets. That'll have all the recipes, all the ingredients, all the instruction on what you need to do. Check it out, and remember, be the Party Food Hero. I'm gonna have more. This is so good. This is stupid good. Just go make it. Oh my god, it's so good.